Hello everyone, welcome to the AI portal, your gateway to the field of artificial intelligence. In this video, we will discuss the AI topics you need to learn in 2024. Here we only list them and we understand what needs to be learned, and we will go in much more detail in the upcoming videos. So let's get started. The first topic is Introduction to AI. Nowadays, because of the AI boom, all machine learning and data science tasks are being packaged as AI, but that is not quite accurate. So you need to understand the definition and what constitutes AI and how it is different from other similar areas such as machine learning, data science. Now, AI has different modalities: audio, video, and images. Therefore, AI is made of many topics that involve these kind of modalities, such as natural language processing, computer vision, and speech recognition. In this video, we focus on the NLP side of AI. I will discuss the vision and multimodal areas of AI in another video. So let's get started with NLP. We need to understand the definition of NLP first, and also some of the important application areas of NLP such as sentiment classification, named entity recognition, language generation, machine translation, etc. And the next topic in NLP is tokenization and word and sentence embeddings. So as we know, machines only understand numbers. So the first step is to convert the text we have into numbers before processing it. This process is called text representation, and there are several ways to represent text as numbers. Starting right from the bag of words, TF-IDF, word-to-vec, and recently LLM embeddings. These are the key to achieving good results with semantic search. This forms a very foundational concept of NLP. Once you have learned this, we move on to the next topic of basic neural network architectures that were used for NLP applications prior to the transformers. They are convolutional neural networks, recurrent neural networks, and LSTM, which is again a variant of a recurrent neural network. It is essential to understand these because they form the foundation of all the advanced models that we see today. And they can also be useful in certain scenarios where you cannot use LLMs due to resource constraints. So once we have learned the basic neural network architectures, we can move on to learning basic working of language models. Here we learn what a language model is, how it is built, and how exactly does it work. Once you've understood these architectures, we need to learn this in order to move forward. And the next topic is the transformers and the self-attention. After learning the basic working of language models, we start with the transformer architecture. It is mostly based on the concept of self-attention, and it was achieved by making changes to the RNN architecture. It would be my suggestion to spend a lot of time here for understanding this thoroughly, because this forms the basis for all the LLMs we see today. There is a blog by JLMR which provides a great illustration on how the transformers work internally. I would suggest anyone who is not aware of the transformer architecture to start here. After you've gained the theoretical knowledge and understood how text is processed in a transformer, you could follow these videos by Andrej Karpathy. Anyway, we will discuss these things in detail in some of our videos as well, so stay tuned. And the next topic we need to learn here is reinforcement learning with human or AI feedback. This concept has changed how large language models are trained. It has played an important role in the huge success of applications like ChatGPT and other AI chatbots such as Cloud and also Gemini recently. Once we have all this theoretical understanding, we can move on to understand how the current large language models like BERT, GPT, Mistral, Llama, and all function internally. If you've understood the working of transformers and reinforcement learning with human feedback, it would become very easy to have a working knowledge of the models that have been trained with them. You could read their technical reports to understand how they've been trained And these reports contains details like the architecture improvements, the hardware, and the training data that have been used, and also many other details. We will also discuss these models in detail in our videos. The next topic is prompt engineering. As we all know, it is hard to build a model from scratch. It is highly unlikely that an individual would need to do it in this day. We will mostly only work with them. Therefore, it is essential for us to learn how to get the best possible output out of these models. Learning prompt engineering becomes essential in order to achieve this. There are many prompt engineering techniques like zero shot prompting, few shot prompting, chain of thought prompting, react, and tree of thought prompting, etc., that help to get the LLMs to solve many complex tasks. So once we have a basic understanding of prompt engineering, we move on to vector databases and semantic search. Ever since the release of ChatGPT, vector databases have gained a lot of importance. What they do is they store text embeddings and identify similar entries, which greatly facilitates semantic search. We will understand what semantic search is in more detail. But before that, you could try out some vector databases like Pinecone or Quadrant to get a basic understanding of how they work. So this vector databases and embeddings and semantic search, this forms a crucial part in the next topic that we are going to discuss, which is retrieval augmented generation, that is RAG. The training data for the LLMs, as you see, has a cutoff date and they cannot answer questions about current events. Have you ever asked ChatGPT to tell you about some current event and it told you that it cannot answer it because the cutoff information was only September 21st of 2023? So in order to solve problems like this RAG phenomenon has been introduced. RAG is the mechanism where you add additional knowledge to LLMs without changing them internally. This has become quite a hot topic in the field of AI recently. This makes RAG particularly useful for tasks that require external knowledge or fact-checking. Learning about RAG can help you avoid hallucinations and build more reliable AI systems. The next topic we want to go through is fine-tuning through APIs and techniques like LoRa and QLoRa. So fine-tuning is one other technique that is used to add additional knowledge to an LLM. But in fine-tuning, the parameters, the underlying model's parameters change, unlike the RAG system, which only adds additional knowledge from externally. So fine-tuning is a crucial step in adapting pre-trained large language models to specific tasks. So the techniques like LoRa and QLoRa have recently been introduced that greatly facilitate training large language models with limited resources. This is the reason why it becomes very important to learn these techniques. The next topic, once you have learned all these techniques, is tiny LLMs, such as Microsoft's Phi, Tiny Llama, and StableLM. Tiny LLMs are smaller versions of large language models that are designed to run on less powerful hardware. They bring the power of large language models to a wider range of devices and applications. Learning about these models can help you understand how to balance performance and resource usage in AI systems. And some of these small language models have exceeded the performance of a few open source large language models. Stay tuned to find out what they are. And the next topic is following the latest developments in the AI space. As you all know, AI is a very rapidly evolving field with new models, techniques, and applications being developed all the time. Staying up to date with these latest developments is absolutely necessary. Having said that, it's also very important to stick to a specific niche for at least some time, gain an expertise in it, and then move on to the next shiny thing. The next thing we need to do is hands-on projects. So projects are very important to solidify your understanding of AI or NLP. So you can get started with frameworks like LangChain along with various LLMs and automate repetitive tasks in your life. You could also try coding exercises like implementing a language model from scratch, fine tuning open source models, which also help you to give more in depth understanding. Once we have built a project, the next step would be to deploy it. So the next topic is the deployment of LLMs on certain cloud solutions like Google's Vertex AI, Azure, and Hugging Face. So the thing is, nothing gets real until it is deployed in production. You can start deploying small projects to cloud providers such as Google Cloud, AWS, and Azure. I mean, of course, they are all paid services and they're expensive, but most of them they also come with a free trial which you can use for practice. There are also other cheaper options like Heroku or DigitalOcean. You can also get started with these cheaper options. The next topic is integration of AI tools like GitHub Copilot into your everyday workflow. There is a new AI tool for almost everything these days. It would be great if we can take advantage of them. Often, however, these AI tools are paid, but you could also go for open source options and learn to add some of the AI tools into your everyday workflow and see how productive you've become. And if if the tools available are too expensive, as an exercise, you can just build a tool for yourself. So these are the 20 topics that form the roadmap to learn AI in 2024. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to AI Portal to learn these topics in more detail. See you in the next video.